Okay, this is my fourth attempt at this. Today's homework, math page 67, number 1, A, B, D, E. I'm going to go fast. This is Module 4, Lesson 14, homework help. All right, here we go. 1/2 of 4/3 equals the same as 1/2 of 4/3. So 1/2 of 4 is 2. So 1/2 of 4/3 is 2/3. All right, so I'm going to divide this into thirds. And you might be asking, why do I have 2 wholes? Well, 4/3 is more than a whole, so I need to have an extra one. So I'm going to shade in 4 of these. There we go. Now we have 4. Then I'm going to divide it in half. I just really need the side that is shaded in. And out of that side, I'm going to shade in 1. Okay, so now you can see that if we go across, I'm going to have 4 out of 6. Why 6? Because in one hole, there is 6. Now, there's no 4th here. Basically, what's happening is this 4th can be put over here. And we have 4, 6. Okay? Now, we said our answer was 2/3. So how did we get 2/3? Now that we have them all together, we can put these together in groups of 2. And you see that 2 of these groups are double shaded with the red and the green. Therefore, there's 2 out of the 3 groups. We can also divide by 2 here, and that will get us 2/3. All right? So some of you may notice that if we just switch our numerators, we would have 2 times 1/3, which is equal to 2/3. Okay? Also, you may notice, again, I'm going fast because I've done this so many times. We can cross cancel, and we would have 2/3 there as well. All right, so we don't have to worry about that too much in the homework. But let's go ahead and go to the other one. These are the problems that I didn't give. So we're going to do fifths. All right, we're going to divide this into fifths. Let me check something real quick. All right. I'm going a little fast again. Okay, so now I'm going to shade in 3 of these. Oops, let's go all the way. So I get all 3. All right, everyone see that I shaded in 3. So this is 3/5. Now out of that 3/5, I'm going to divide them into thirds, going horizontally, and I'm going to shade in 1/3 of it. So this is 1/3. It is 1/3 of the whole, okay, but only 3 out of all of them are shaded in. So our first answer is 3/15. Again, if we go 1/3 of 3/5, hopefully you see that our answer would be 1/5, because 1/3 of 3 is 1. Okay, so how do we get that? Well, again, this time we're dividing by 3. There's one group there, one group here, one group here, another group here, another group here. Notice how these 2 groups here are both empty, and then these 2 groups here are both shaded in once. But we only have one group that is shaded in twice. So that one group out of the 5 gives us 1/5. Okay, hopefully you see that. Again, we can do the switcheroo and we'll get 3/3 times 1/5, and you see that's 1 times 1/5, and that of course is equal to 1/5. Or you can do the cross canceling. 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 3 one time, and we multiply across and we get 1/5. All right, again, I'm going fast because I've done this 4 times now. This is my 4th time. Hopefully you can see. How do you guess which ones to put them in? You just have to look at the group that's double hatched and see if they can be divided into other groups. First time we did it, we grouped them into groups of 2. Second time we did it, we grouped them into groups of 3. Okay? It was a lot easier this time than this time. Here we couldn't do 4. If we did 4, we would have had these 4, but then we would have had only 3, or this 4, but we can't count these over here because they're not part of the one whole. Okay? Alright, so let's go to another problem. Alright, so in this problem, we're going to go to thirds again. This time we're going the opposite way. I'm so hoping this is recording. My voice, that is. And we're going to shade in one of them. Now, I've done this already, but you also can see there's no real relationship between the 4 and the 3, as in 4 cannot be divided by 3. Okay? All right, so now we have fifths, and then we're going to shade in 4 of them. All right, so right now we just have 4/15ths, and there's no way to divide them. I could try dividing them into groups of 4, but I would have 1 group of 4, 2 groups of 4, 3 groups of 4, but this would not be a group of 4. And also this would not be able to be grouped because there's 1 here. It's not exactly looking the same as the others. Can't do 5s because if I did 5s, this group looks different. It has double and single shading. All right? Be careful on the word problem. The word problem tells you the pie part is easy. The cake part is the part that's empty. So think about what you drew, but only this part, the part that's empty for that cake part. Hopefully that's helpful. Let's see if